Yeah. Barakatah Yahweh. Barakatah Yahweh Shai. All praises and all honor and all glory unto Yahweh. Bahasham Yahweh Shai. Bahasham Rakakwadash. Double honor to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who rule well and do well, elder apostles in Connecticut, to the bishops, the preachers, the teachers, the evangelists, and the four winds preaching in truth and sincerity, risking your lives more now than ever, the elect, Shalom, to the Israelite foreigners whose phenotype may look like another nation, but bloodline goes back to Israel through your father and have come back to the fold. Shalom to you sisters, you Aquathium, who listen and learn under your husband, which is your spiritual leader, with meekness and with silence. This your brother Aram Yahawada with the lesson. It's the Guardian, and this is crazy because I seen this earlier today. Bishop Zachariah basically reported on it, and it didn't say nothing about an exploding. But right here, this says New Orleans suspect and drive exploded cyber truck. But it was just a regular white truck, so I didn't know about it being a cyber truck. Served at some same U.S. military base, reports say, as it happened. Okay. Wow. Well, this must be something else, something different then, right? Because they was talking about a guy would trying to run over people, right? Um, New Orleans, yeah, because that's what they were doing. New Orleans suspect cyber truck served at some U.S. military base, reported the suspect in New Orleans attack and the driver of the Tesla cyber truck. Oh, that's what it is. That exploded in Vegas. Both reportedly spent time at a large military base formerly called Fort Bragg in North Carolina, but they did not appear to overlap there. This is crazy, right? So now the guy who was just running over people in New Orleans with a white truck, somehow he had a cyber truck also in Vegas that exploded. It's crazy. You know what I'm saying? But the main thing I was looking at, because, um, you know, Bishop Zachariah was saying, that Bishop Zachariah was saying, beware of the persecution, because basically look how this guy looks like a Jake, right? And now I guess supposedly a cyber truck was connected to that, which those trucks cost a lot of money. That's crazy. Shocking. Let's see. It's crazy. Okay. Okay, there we go. Okay, yeah.
Emerge.
Yeah. Let's see. So shocking links emerge between the New Orleans truck attack and the Vegas Tesla blast. Yeah, and this is supposed to be the Jake who was supposed to have been trying to run people over in New Orleans. So the Tesla Cybertruck explosion outside a Trump International, of course. Of course. Come on now. Hey, this is what Bishop Zachariah was talking about too, right? It just happened to be a international Trump hotel, right, in Vegas, and the New Orleans New Year attack, which killed 15 people, has one pro. It's lucky. I'm trying to hit on it. Prominent link. The suspects, they both are or were or are U.S. Army. Right. So and that's the thing of America anyway, right? They've always trained their own enemy, right? But you know what I'm saying? You know, sources from law enforcement, city in New York posted report that said that the driver of the Tesla Cybertruck that blew up outside Vegas hotel owned by President-elect Donald Trump has been identified as 37-year-old Matthew Liv Liv Burger Burger Burger, yeah, a Colorado resident and an Army sergeant, right? Yeah, it's crazy, bro. This is, but this is you know. But like he was saying, the guy. I wish I could find a better picture because they're showing that one. Let me see if I can find a better picture because basically what Bishop Zachariah was basically saying was beware of the persecution, right? See what they're doing? They're linking it onto that T word, right? Yeah. So this is, I guess, this is one of the guys. This must have been the guy that was supposed to be in Vegas. And it says the image shows the New Orleans truck attack suspect working. Oh no, he's supposed to be the one, New York truck. But then why is the one that they show the truck attack a totally different person, right? Because they're saying this guy is the New Orleans truck attack suspect working while in the army. So hey, hey, but it's supposed to be some Jakes though, right? And they may say, hey, they got radicalized under, you know, man. And somehow, you know how they be trying to link it that when we have nothing to do with any goddamn uh, jihad or you know, uh, because even right there, it looked like he got like a Muslim name, right? So you know how they be trying to stretch it, you know. Um, See, the guy that they're showing at the computer is definitely not that guy. That's a totally different guy. See, that's a totally different guy. So yeah, basically, this is 2025, man. They finna ramp up, the things so they could have something to say as far as to persecute, you know, um, falsely persecute, should I say? You know, they the devil, the false accuser, right? Okay, there you go. See, and then see how that, he looks. You know what I mean? Basically like a Jake. So yeah. So yeah, they're gonna do what they could do, creating. You know, they may try to, try to link that to the movement. So which we got to watch out for those type of things, because this thing ain't got nothing to do with us, right? We don't do no mess like that. So that's some madness, man. you know. Yeah, this is Ecclesiastes chapter 12, verse 10. Because basically the times that we're coming in, man, we're coming into dangerous times. It says, never trust thy enemy, for like as iron rusteth, so is his wickedness, man. And we know that Esau has the same MO, man. He doesn't bring anything new, right? The thing that happened in Jersey with the kosher daily type situation, and trying to link that to it being uh you know part of the truth, right? Which that has nothing to do with the true men of the Lord, right? Because those are people who bugged out, who are not even following, you know, um, the so-called practices and things that they believe in, and then they mixed it in with a bunch of different things that have nothing to do with the truth. They mixed it in with Islam, and mixed it in with what is it what is it the the Egyptologists, yeah. Mixed it in with Egyptologists, and then said something about uh Yahweh or whatever it is, and then the dudes had dreads, and he was, you know had his woman all involved with the. I mean, just a bunch of bugged out things. It has nothing to do with the truth, right? A bunch of different ideologies, so that lets you know that someone that's not in the truth, right? But these are the things that they'll try to connect, you know. Though he humble himself, right? Because things has been kind of mild lately, but as you could see, Biden's about to get ready to go out. Trump is coming in, and Trump was the one who was speaking on about Operation Warp Speed, right? He was the main one, was dealing with the whole thing with Issachar and all the tribes coming in, and I believe he was using that into making a digital tag, saying, who they need to know, who's coming in and who's coming out. So now, because of these, now there's going to be these T acts. Now there's truck explosions, and some type of attack, which didn't make sense. I mean, I seen the thing, but it really didn't make sense why he drove like that, and then he drove like that in front of the police, which really, a lot of it don't make any sense. Then you had a bunch of guns that you wasn't gonna use, right? That's what they said. He had a bunch of different guns, drove all in circles in front of the police, went down the way, got jammed up, got out, and he ran. But then when they show you the other pictures of him, so-called being shot by the cops, it showed him right next to the truck, right next to the vehicle. So that doesn't make sense, because when you watch the vehicle, he actually, whoever that person got out and took off running and left the vehicle. So I don't know, but it's a bunch of different whatever, scenarios that they're doing. Yeah, so that for a while, though he humble himself and go crouching, yet take good heed and be aware of him, and and thus shall be unto him as if thus has wiped a looking glass, right? Because you know, a little foggy, a little, I don't know. Trust this, you know what I mean? You gotta wipe it a couple more times, you know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? So you can see. You gotta wipe it really good, leave no smudges, so you can look at this. You know what I mean, look at this devil, look at the situation. The Lord said, measure the time what diligently in itself. These are the things we're watching out for. Also, right? It says, as it says, wiping a looking glass, that thus shouldst know that his rust has not been altogether wiped away, man. Hey, this devil's still the devil, man. Right? He can promise you, you know, some type of substancy or some type of benefits, and we'll take away taxes, and we'll do whoop the wop wop, whatever. You know, hey, we're not even here for any of that. We're here for this place to go away, right? Which proves it's going away, because Party City, right? So this party, the party's over. The Party City, right, which is Babylon the Great, right? That great city. The party's over. The mirth is gone, right? Sit him not by thee, lest when thus has over, lest when he have overthrown thee, he sitteth up in thy place. Neither let him sit at thy right hand, lest he seek to take thy seat, right? And that's basically what he did to Gad, right? These so-called treaties and all this other things, and you know, and Gad helped them with that, you know, dying of forgot the dang disease, but basically they were dying of these diseases and different things when they came over here, and you know, Gad helped them, help these goddamn, you know, these Edomites, these so-called pilgrim settlers, whatever they want to call themselves, you know, murderers, thieves, is what they should have called themselves. Hey, we're the murderers and we're the thieves. Hey, how you doing? I mean, they probably wouldn't understood them, you know, where they pass these treaties and all these different things and break every treaty that they've ever had with Gad, so that you can't trust this guy, man. Right? He break treaties with his own constituents. Like, these are other Edomite countries that they've had, and they break them. Right? Yeah. Talking about making someplace in Canada the 51st state in Canada. Hey, all sorts of crazy things are going. Like, man, it says and thus at thy last remember my words and be pricked therewith. Right? Oh yeah, man. A case of I told you so. An epiphanies is gonna hit you, and you're gonna realize, man, damn. They were always saying, watch out for this stuff. They're gonna be terrorists, this, that. Hey, yeah, we gotta even not even be in too many places where there's a lot of people, because these things are gonna happen. It says, who will pity a charmer that is bitten with a serpent, or any such as come nigh a wild beast, man? And that's this man, he's a wild beast, right? The fourth beast, right? Knowing that he had but a short time, coming down with great wrath, knowing that he got but a short time. Yeah, so this is Ephesians chapter 5, verse 11. It says, and have no fellowship with the unfruitful works of darkness, right? And we know that Esau is basically this whole world is gross darkness, starting with the Illuminati, right? Because as the leadership, so are the people, man. This whole place is in just straight darkness, wickedness, right? We know that they're pushing forth the new world order, right, through the MOTB, and they have to have some type of you know, some type of event to happen, right? Some type of calamity event, some type of big thing to bring in what they're trying to bring in, control, pressure from above, pressure from beneath, control, um, opposition, basically to bring in, the um, to what is it called? Uh, Controlled, pressure from above, pressure from beneath, so have order out of chaos, right? So control everything out of this chaotic event, basically. So you know that this is just straight of darkness. So we're you have to look at him like you're watching a looking glass, man. This his wickedness ain't altogether been wiped away, but rather reprove them, right? And then we're always constantly rebuking this society, rebuking our own people, rebuking ourselves, right? For if it is a shame even to speak of those things which are done of them in secret, right? And they're doing all sorts of secret, uh, what does it call it? Seances and these type of crazy things that they be doing in secret. But it's these are things that these people are doing, right? Right. Um, you know, they doing the Moism, right? It's a shame to even to even have to speak of these things that these people do in secret. But hey, these people do a whole lot of different things, man, right? But all things that are reproved are made manifest, right? So once you look at things and you basically you check yourself, first and foremost you checking yourself, and why, and checking yourself, right, being rebuked and reproved, it will be made reproved or made manifest by the light. See, and now you're being corrected, and then whoever, whatever brother that you're teaching, or and thing, um they'll start manifesting that they're children of the light, and not of the not of the children of the light, and not of the night, right? For whatsoever doeth make whatsoever doeth made manifest whatsoever doeth make manifest is light, right? Wherefore he saith, awake, thus that sleepeth, right? And awake from the dead, right? Because without, and through all these things, we're just dead in this world, right? Without the proper understanding, without the proper truth, without the proper guidance, we're basically dead in this. Dead, and Hamashiach shall give thee light, man. Come to the truth, so you can have this light that Hamashiach, Yahweh Shai, Hamashiach has through his Father, man, and through Yahweh, and give us a way out of this situation, growth, knowledge, understanding. You know what I mean? Correcting yourself and your walk and things that's going on. And then we're basically waking up to Esau, because we're not ignorant of Satan's devices, right? Matter of fact, we got to get that. Seeing then that ye walk circumspectly and not as fools, but as wise, right? See, and that's ultimately what's happening, man, right? Because that's basically where we're at, right? Because what? Let Satan, lest Satan should get advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices, man. And these are one of those crafty devices of having some type of crisis events, and then spinning the narrative and having a reason, right? Because it said never let a good crisis go to waste. So we just know that it has to, something's going to happen, whether if it's some type of thing concerning sickness, or some type of thing concerning the T word, right? Or it might be a combination of them both, right? In order to bring in that you know, the MOTB, right? Through the chaotic periods, the time, the evils, right? Back here to Ephesians 5:16, right? Because unless Satan get advantage of us, so we have to know, we have to be what? Circumspect. So it says redeeming the time, because the days are evil, man. So hey, we're not ignorant of Satan's devices, man. We're here to redeem the time, for the days are evil, man. We're here to be children of the light, man, and paying attention, knowing what's going on, right? Yeah, so this is Job chapter 10. Before I go whence I shall not return, even to the land of darkness, right? See, America, Babylon the Great, it's complete darkness and the shadow of death, right? That's America, man. America is the shadow of death, a land of darkness, as darkness itself, man. Because all the confusion, all the murder, the killing, the just the complete ignorance of people not knowing what's going on. No one's being circumspect. No one's really paying attention. And if you are paying attention, now you're a conspiracy, right? You're a conspiracy theorist, right? Because you're theorizing something, right? Which means you're a thinker, right? Well, there's these all these scenarios, and what if these things are happening? You know what I'm saying? But you're supposed to be a nutcase, right? You're not supposed to be looked at as reverence, that you're saying something valuable if they put a conspiracy theorist tag to you, right? So they're just in just darkness, as darkness itself, and of the shadow of death, which is America, man. There's so many ways to die in this place, right? If it ain't the food that's killing you, if it's not, a car crash, or, the chemtrails, the gang banging, the drugs. You know what I mean? It's gonna be something like, hey, let's make a order out of chaos situation, and we'll set some guy up, right? We'll have a false flag event, have somebody blow up a truck, right? And you can get injured doing that, right? If anybody actually really got injured, whatever. False flag or real, whatever it may be. You can get injured doing that. You could die. This is the valley of the shadow of death, man. So it says, without any order, see, And that's ultimately what they're doing. Order out of chaos, man. They're going to have no order pretty soon. And where the light is as darkness. So right, their understanding, right, which would be lights, right? To have light is to have understanding, right? Even when you watch those old cartoons, when the person had a idea, a light bulb will pop over their head, which symbolizes light. They had an idea, great understanding, being able to govern your people the right way. But even what they call as light, as you can see, what they call the modern world that's supposed to be so great, people are dying of cancers and this and that, right? All this so-called modern technology, as far as advancements in technology and medical field, people are still dropping dead over simple little things, right? Right. So this is Matthew chapter 6, verse 23. But if your eyes is bad, right? And this is in the amplified version, right? Amplified version. So if your eyes is bad, spiritually blind, right? So this is ultimately what this place is. This place, America, is gross darkness. And you're spiritually blind here, and unless you be healed and be converted, right? Unless the Lord wakes you up to the true light, which is Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, right? So it says, spiritually blind, your whole body will be full of darkness, right? Devoid of the most high's Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai's precepts, right? See, and not really, precepts, right? And see, and then the scriptures tell you, with thy precepts I get understanding. So a lot of these Christian churches and these places, even in these Israelite camps, they're not given the right, correct precepts, man, and not given the right, correct breakdowns, man. Right? So if the very light inside you, your inner self, your heart, right? Heart meaning la'ab in the Hebrew, meaning your mind, right? Your conscience, see, right there you go. Your conscience is what? Your mind. Your conscience is darkness. How great and terrible is that darkness? See, here in Babylon the Great, a lot of people minds is darkness, man. It's that valley of the shadow of death, man. Right. So this is Psalms 23 and 4. I'm gonna do the amplified version again. It says, even though I walk through the sunless valley, right, which basically just means gross darkness, like we read in the other one. It said sunless, but it was actually just talking about, being spiritually blinded, or just saying that, the gross darkness. Yeah. I mean, so it says, sunless valley of the shadow of death, right? Saying this is a place where so many ways you could die here, this is not a normal situation, man, right? Which really, that's pretty much what the Lord said it was going to happen to us, man. You're gonna wake up and wish it was night, and then at night you're gonna wish it was day, because these are the curses that's supposed to come upon you, so-called Black, Hispanic, and Native Indians. You should be worried, but a lot of you, you're comfortable with the valley of the shadow of death, which the Lord's finna crank this up, and that's ultimately what's happening right now. Now you're gonna realize, without a shadow of doubt, right, that this is the valley of the shadow of death, man. Because death is gonna increase on a high level, right? And you're gonna know of the valley of the shadow of death. I fear no evil, right? Evil meaning what? A bad time, right? And that's what's coming to this place, a very bad time, right? Whether staged or not staged, order out of chaos has to happen. right? That's part of the New World Order's agenda, right? So you're going to have it regardless, right? So it says, evil, for you are with me, right? The Lord, Yahweh, is with us. Yahweh Bashemel Shai is with us. Your rod to protect, right? The words, the scriptures, right? It protects you. And your staff, which is also the words, right? To correct us, right? Right? Because it says that if you get into it, it will be manifest that it's correcting you, right? That staff, you know what I mean? You know, in a sense, it's like the Lord kind of, you know, he beats you with it, you know? Bow, bow. You get beat with the word, and you go, oh, wow, I'm a wicked guy. I need to change. Right? That's if you get that understanding to have the true light and not the light of this world. Because how great is that darkness if you think it's light? Right? Your thing is, well, at least I'm not as wicked as that guy over there. Well, you're still wicked. This place tells you to pick the lesser of two evils. Well, it's still evil, right? So evil is evil. You can't say, well, I'm not as evil as that guy. Well, how about not just be evil at all, right? Being part of that light, right? Correction, right? Protection and correction. That's what the Lord said. To guide, they comfort and console me, right? Yeah. You prepare a table before, right? Because that's when we're on the highways and the byways. You prepare a table before me in the presence of my enemies, right? You have anointed and refreshed my head with oil. My cup overflows, right? And that's what this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, man. We're anointed to do this walk, this thing of ours, man. Right? But it doesn't change the fact that you're supposed to be circumspect, and these things are gonna happen. They're gonna make the order out of chaos, man. You're gonna live in a land that's filled with darkness without any order, right? It says in Luke 12:11, and when they bring you into the synagogues and unto the magistracies and powers, take ye no thoughts how or what thing ye shall answer, or what ye shall say, for the Holy Spirit shall teach you in the same hour what ye ought to say, right? And you know, this is the time that you may be somebody new, you may be coming up and starting to believe. Like we had one of the brothers, his dad was looking, he seen what we think. He said he believed what we was doing, but he had a hard time not going to these churches, right? So you could be somebody like that, you believe, you could see, but you're still going to churches, but people could see a change in you, a little different change in you, and they deliver up to these, to the so-called pastor of the church. We're coming in a time where they might start saying, hey, if you suspect anybody, they even look like they a Hebrew Israelite, right? We gonna consider them the T, and we need information. So, these are things that may happen. Well, it will happen, right? It's gonna happen, right? Because it's the time that we're living in. Yeah, this is Matthew chapter 24, verse 9. Then shall they deliver you up to be afflicted, and shall kill you, and ye shall be hated of all nations for my name's sake, right? See, and the true name is Yahweh the Father, and the true name of his son, his only begotten son, which it is Yahweh Shai, who the world ignorantly, right, falsely calls Jesus Christ. Real name is Yahweh Shai, right? It says and then shall many be offended, right? See, and this is a time of people of great offense, right? Because people are offended that we will. Hey, look, you're the great people. That BS story that they tell you, or they keep spinning off these stories on TV, using that media, right, which is witchcraft, right? Media goes into medium, which is a witch, right? And using that witch, the tell lie vision, right? Tell your visions lies, and tell you that the son of the Most High is a man with leprosy, when the scriptures in Leviticus 13 tell you leprosy is a sin, right? So the Lord wouldn't have his son come back in sinful leper skin, right? Especially when he's supposed to be in his perfection. So in his perfection, no way he's coming back as a leprous man, right? It just don't begin to make sense, right? So it says, then shall many be offended, and shall betray one another, and shall hate one another. Hey, and that's the time that we're going to be living in, man. Many are going to betray one another. Many are going to be hating one another. All sorts of things are going to be occurring. And it'll be delivering you up to the so-called magistrates and the top people and the police. And, hey, hello, yeah, I think I seen one of them black Hebrew Israelites. Hey, man. So it's a time that things are going to get, man, it's going to get real interesting, should I say? You know what I mean? Because, hey, these things have to come. Yeah, so this is Revelation chapter 12, verse 10. And I heard a loud voice saying in heaven, now is come salvation. See, and that's the time that we're ultimately waiting on, is the time of salvation and strength, and the kingdom of our power, Yahweh, Basham, Yahweh Shai, Basham Rakal Kodash, and the power of his Hamashiach, right? Hamashiach Yahweh Shai, right? For the accuser, right? Esau Edom, right? Coming up with these ways to try to criminalize us, put us in the thing. They're gonna be calling, hey, look, I see these black Hebrew Israelites, when there's no such thing as black people, right? Right? We're brown, many shades of brown, and your lineage derives from your father's lineage, right? When we come from the line of Shem, going down to was it Afaxad, unto Eber, from Eber to Abraham to Isaac, and Isaac to Jacob, right? Right. So I couldn't think of Abraham's father name at the time. So, but you know, um, but yeah. So, but he's the accuser of our brethren, right? Is cast down, which accused them before our power, the Most High, Yahweh Bashem Shai, day and night. And that's ultimate. This is what it's going to do. That false accusation, right? The devil, right, means false accuser, right? And says, and they that overcame him by the blood of the Lamb, which is Yahweh Shai, Hamashiach, and by the word of their testimony, and love not their lives unto death. See, and that's the time we're going to have to come in. We're coming in a time that we're going to have to not love our lives unto death, man. Because they're going to be delivering us up. Right? False accusations, lead to real deaths, right? You know what I'm saying? Right? Whether real or fake, these things are gonna lead to test your faith, man. It's a time of the hour of temptation, right? So it says therefore rejoice ye heavens, and ye that dwell therein, dwell in them. So like, yeah, woe, right? Which means what? Judgment. This is the time of judgment also, right? Jacob's trouble leads to be everybody's trouble, because that means the world is going to be judged. To the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea. For the devil, right, the false accuser, the accuser of our brethren, the devil, is come down unto you, having great wrath, because he knoweth that he haveth but a short time, man. And that's ultimately where we're at right now, man. He know that he has but a short time, man. Right? And this is the end of his kingdom. So his whole thing is to push forth that new world order agenda, order out of chaos, and by any means to throw you, to accuse you, falsely accuse you. And that's why the brother said, make sure that we're not doing things that could give blame to the ministry, right? So with all that, I want to give all praises and all honor and all glory unto Yahweh, Ba'asham, Yahweh Shai, Ba'asham, Rakakwadash. Double honor to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who rule well and do well, to the elder apostles in Connecticut, to the bishops, the preachers, the teachers, the evangelists, and the four winds preaching in truth and sincerity, risking your lives more now than ever, the hopeful elect, the elect, Shalom. To the Israelite foreigners who phenotype may look like another nation, but bloodline goes back to Israel through your father and have come back to the fold. Shalom to you sisters, you Akwathium, who listen and learn under your husband, which is your spiritual leader, with meekness and with silence, and a Baba Ball. Kwam Yasharala.